MMOGA, your gaming specialist with killer prices.
So, hello and welcome to the stream now. Sorry for the delay, but the streaming tool made a bit problems. But now we are here and set for the qualification of the EGT4M round 4 Monza. And the qualification has started now. So we have now 10 minutes. We can see around the 10 minutes on the left bottom corner. Around 10 minutes is the duration of the qualification. After that we head directly into the Super Pole qualification system, where the fastest 4 drivers of the qualification starting and driving with 1 lap only for fighting to win the Super Pole. So yeah, we have now 10 minutes and we are starting in the sprint race with the turned championship standing, and the main race will start then with the grid set by the qualification and Super Pole. We see here Marcola, the leader of the Drivers' Championship right now. And yeah, so, and Marcola will be the first driver who are starting his first flying lap here. Now we're heading into the first chicane, very heartbreaking point, the first heartbreaking point. Maybe we see here a few overtakes today. Marcola hit the apex very well there, very soon on throttle. Of course, hello and welcome also to the stream. Thank you for turning in and watching the EGT4M League A here. Now the second chicane hits very close to the cutting that you get a penalty here, but everything good here with MINKIHL, and we are now in the double right. Everything looks good till now. Now to the long straight. Yeah, hello Nameless. Welcome to the stream. I hope you are also that excited than me to see here the fastest driver of the EGT4M competing on this track to win here and making big points. We are now in the qualification, the duration is 10 minutes. And yeah, we'll see who is reaching the Super Pole qualification. If you want to support the EGT4M with better prices and more seasons, we would gladly see, or we hope that we get some tips, some donations for better prices next season, like we see on the left top corner, the top tipper and the new tipper. So thank you Mark van Hayes for €5 in the last streams. So maybe we see, or we get another tips here to support this stream and the EGT4M. So now we have the first times here. We have a 54.494 from MINKIHL, so the championship leader is directly again on position 1 and rotec on position 2. Some words, because maybe somebody has also seen now that we are missing one of the top 3 drivers. Psycho is not driving today because he has injured his wrist the last race on Red Bull Ring. Maybe that's also a reason why there was nothing working for him, because he had pain there. And yeah, he's missing this round to recover till the next round on Nürburgring in 2 weeks. So yeah, we will miss him very bad here on the track. So hello, maybe if you watch this stream, Giovanni, so greetings to you and fast recovery, that we see you again in 2 weeks. So yeah, we see here on position 1 currently we have MINKIHL. On position 2 we have rotec, but he has a purple sector 2, or it was still the sector 1, so maybe we see a purple sector 2 as well. So sector 2 is again red. So yeah, then Crazy John, one of our fastest driver, is on position 3 now with the Honda NSX. And AP Meister now in the Jaguar. Jaguar is one very good car here as well, and we saw him also in the trainings doing very good laps, being very consistent for this race. So maybe he's one of our outsiders today in the race, to see him driving very up front. So rotec over the finish lane with a 56.1, so maybe we see a bit better times. And Castor Troy now in the Mitsubishi on position 4 now, the driver of the Monkey Boys, with the Monkey Boy livery we see here. I like this livery very much, it looks pretty cool. Hello Brasinho, welcome to the stream again. Very nice that you come into the stream again to watch the EGT4M. And also the winner of the qualification yesterday, Sasha De Ruiche, the leader of League B. He's also in the stream, so hello to you as well. And Hypermarine, hello to you as well. Welcome to the stream. And again, it would be very nice if you support the EGT4M and my streams with a little tip. So if you want to donate something or give a little tip for the EGT4M or for me as streamer, I would appreciate it very much, and the link is in the description of the stream. So it would be cool if we get a small tip or donation. And here we have Manu in the Ferrari on position 10 right now with a 155.7. Then we have on position 11 Sabalu. I Need Money. He had internet problems. He was driving the pre-qualifier pretty well. He qualified for League A and he is now back in the Porsche Cayman and competing in the EGT4M from now on. So welcome back. I'm glad to have you back. So, but still, we have on position 1/10 of a second faster than rotec in the McLaren. Then we have AP Meister on position 3, so we see how close the first 4 are here. And even position 5 is only 4/10 of a second. And Crazy John, we have half of a second between position 1 and position 6. So that tells us how close this racing will get here. Then Kid Stick on position 7 and on position 8 we have Magic World. Oh, he goes a bit wide there. Okay, there maybe is something. No, there was a little lag, I would say. Hopefully the legs will go away. So I'm looking through the field now. And the 10 minutes qualification ends in a few seconds and we have these 4 drivers now in the Super Portal now. Looks like Splash TD has entered his qualification and AP Meisters jumped on position 4 or was Cobra position 2, and we see how close it is, 7,000ths of a second between 1 and 2. So like I predicted, the GTRs will be fast here because the car is fast on straight, so that's the perfect track here for the good looking GTR. So currently we have Marcola, Cobra, rotec and AP Meister in the top 4. Casatroy has stopped, Kidstick has stopped. So I think the top 4 are set here. Who is still driving? All are driving. I think AP Meister is the next one who comes over the start-finish lane. We see how consistent he is. 54.5, 54.5, 54.6. So is he driving now a faster time or not? Okay, no, then rotec I think is the next one. Yeah, directly behind him is Cobra. And yeah, rotec now on position 1 with a very good lap. So the first 53.930. What a lap here. So he shows his muscles to Marcola that the championship is still completely open and he wants to compete for it. So very nice lap from rotec. So we have in the Super Pole rotec, Marcola, Cobra and AP Meister, our Super Pole drivers. So congratulations, I think everyone is through. So let's see if we can see the timing monitor. So we have here the times. We had it very short. And now the top 4 drivers, rotec, Marcola, Cobra and AP Meister, putting soft tires on their car and driving per host announcement out on track. So good luck to all of these 4 drivers. But a 53.9, yeah, like you said it, Sasha, that's pretty fast. I think my fastest time was with the BMW, a 54.1, but the 53.9 is pretty fast. And yeah, now we are starting with AP Meister. And yeah, now we have him on the outlap. So I hope you guys still enjoy the EGT4M like I'm doing it. So we would appreciate it very much if we get a little tip from you guys. It's not to be much, but every support is welcome, and like I said, I would appreciate, or we would appreciate it for better prices and for the next season of the EGT4M. The link is in the description. And now we are heading into this Super Bowl quali from AP Meister directly. Jump in on his car now. Only the Parabolica left, and then he will start his flying lap. We are also partner with Fanatec and with MMOGA. So if you plan to buy a new wheel or game cards and game keys, simply click on the partner links in the description. Maybe it takes a few seconds, Hypermarine, till the donation is shown, but normally it should show. We will see. So now we're going into the first corner. And we see now in a second what is the time worth here from a P-Master. I think a 53 has to be driven here for the Super Bowl, of course. If we saw already with the medium tires 53. Hey, hello JB Rabbit, we are currently in the Super Bowl and AP Meister has finished his Super Bowl in a 53.9. It's a decent lap with the soft tires, I think. We will see what that time will be worth at the end of the Super Bowl. And now Cobra through the first corner. And now second sector time, but we still see no sector time. I think it was 9 and 7, I think, but I'm not sure yet. Now we have Cobra through the last corner, through the Parabolica, and then we see what for time he has driven here. And it looks fast. But no, it's a 54.4. So that means that AP Meister is still in the lead. And Markola will start his flying lap in a second. But yeah, it's strange. Harbor Marine, I see that you donated already, but I have no idea why it's not shown till now. I have tried to figure it out, but yeah, it's strange. Okay, now it's shown on the left. I made a test. Okay, it has updated it on the left up, so yeah. I think something was not working proper there. But now it's shown on the left top corner, and we have Markola now flying to the second sector time. So now we concentrate again on the Super Pole qualification, and Markola is heading now to sector 2, and he is faster or not? Did we see a... No, we again didn't see a sector time here. So let's see how he is doing the Parabolica. And then we have only one driver left, that will be Rotec. Out of the Parabolica now. Everything looks good here. But it's also only a 54.0. So we saw Rotec already with the medium tires driving faster. So and now Rotec starts his flying lap, and we will stay here in this front camera of his McLaren. Yeah, I have the whole day a bit problems with Streamlabs, so I don't know if it's me or if it's Streamlab today. Nothing was working. That was the reason why we delayed the starting today a bit. So, but now rotec now through the first corner, looked also pretty good. Out of the first chicane, we can maybe look on what for top speed he has set up his car. I think around 156, 256, and he is here for 54,000 of a second faster than AP Meister. So AP Meister is currently still in the lead. So on worst case, AP Meister would be on position 2. But rotec is now attacking this 53,900. And the good thing is that we see the sector split times here. So is the second sector purple as well? Okay, the second sector split time we don't see at all. But now only one corner between the Super Pole win or the second place between rotec and AP Meister. Because I think that this will be a 53. But what for a 53 is the question. And now he's flying to the start finish lane, and it's a... No, it's a 53,975. So AP Meister is on pole position. It was freaking close. 75 thousandths of a second between AP Meister and rotec. So we have, I think, on position 1 we have AP Meister. On position 2 we have rotec 1984, and on position 3 we have Marcola, and 4 we have for VP Cobra. So congratulations to the pole position AP Meister. What a lap. A crazy qualification. Very close. So, and we change now to this one. So now we are waiting. We are waiting till the sprint race starts. So that means that we go in a short break here, and we are back in a few seconds. So, the sprint race is starting now with the turned championship standings. We are starting. We are starting the main race then with the Super Pole and qualification results. But here we have the turned championship standing. That's why MINKIHL and rotec are driving from the last spots away. But now the race start with full start control, fan boost magic world, 8 laps, and the race starts, but one car is standing. It looks like it's money. Looks like a start bug. Oh, and there's crash, crash, crash. So that will be most probably a restart, because one car was stuck in the grid. So now we have to figure out who has the lobby bug here. Still the annoying bug that Polyphony cannot fix. That is a shame after one of a year that we still have these bugs here in the game. The only way, if we cannot fix that, we have to make a new lobby. So hopefully it's working now. So now we are starting the race again, and yeah, if it's again not working, of course we have then to make a new lobby. There is nothing else we can do to solve this problem. So hopefully everybody is now leaving the grid. We had no problems the last few races with it, but yeah, sometimes it's like that. So yeah, so race start again, full start control. Okay, now it looks everybody could leave. AP Master was a bit in the grass. And Turismo Lici is going into the lead. Let's see if there are happening some incidents, but it looks good. Nobody wants to damage his car. And MINKIHL and rotec already side by side here. Let's stay on the two drivers here, because they are the championship leaders. And rotec could be in front, stay in front, but Markola tries to go to the inside, but he knows that he cannot make here stupid things. And Turismo Lici is leading the field right now, but is followed by the complete pack of cars. And we have here the rear. What happened there? Crazy John is still on track. I don't want to go into any replay now. And now slipstream racing here. The driver's coming down here, but Turismo Lici can stay in front here. And we have an incident there. Kid stick, and cannot figure out. We have to look in a second. We look now. Let's see what's happened there with kid stick. Hard to say what exactly happened there. But they are very close, everything. And still in the lead, Turismo Lici, followed by Manu 2011, then Sabalu, then we have Splash in the Corvette, then we have already rotec, then we have Castor Troy in the Mitsubishi, then we have Markola, the championship leader, then AP Meister, the Super Pole winner, and then Cobra, and behind him Crazy John. Then we have I Need Money and Magic World and Kid Stick. Let's jump in his rear view. And here Manu 2011 in the Ferrari. And is Splash trying it? No. And rotec comes closer. Let's go on the rear view cameras. And it looks like that Castor Troy is pretty annoying behind Markola in the slipstream. And here comes now AP Meister. Tries to overtake on the inside of the Parabolica. Oh, and he was late and he pushed Markola to the outside, and Markola lost many positions, and AP Meister as well. So 5 cars on a very small space there. And we see very close racing here. Crazy John in front of this pack of 5 cars. Is Castor Troy now trying to overtake 2 very hard driving drivers, Crazy John and Castor. And Markola went again a bit wide. So it's working not that good for him. Let's see back to the front positions, and Sabalu was in the gravel there. Let's see that again. What happened there? It was a bit wide there. And Turismo Lici is still leading. Okay, we'll put that a bit down here. Maybe it's better visual here. Sabolo fighting here with Mano 2011, and Mano now on position 2 again. Rotec now behind them, so maybe he tries now the overtake against Sabolo in the Porsche, but Sabolo tries to block on the inside, and Mano as well, so there's no way to overtake them. And I see Castrotroy getting bigger and bigger behind Rotec. So Rotec has to try to overtake them as fast as possible, because the pack of the fighting cars behind them are coming. And where Markula still behind Rotec, behind AP Meister. So not very well working sprint race here for him. Magic World on position 10. Looks like he has solved his lagging problems, hopefully. Splash on position 11, Kidstick on 12 after the incident, and I Need Money on 13. And we have still Turismo Lici on position 1. Sabolo on 2, still in fight with Manu. And Rotec has lost a bit here, and is now back to position 4, but now he has to fend as well very hard against the Mitsubishi and the Honda. So we stay here, the fight for position 4. And the two GTRs, I don't know if they made a few mistakes or it's hard to overtake here on this track, but we see everything pretty close here still. And Markula only on position 8, and the pole position driver of the main race still on position 9, and not far away Magic World as well. But let's jump back to Turismo Lici. He's leading already 5.4 seconds here with his Lexus. Can he secure the first win for Lexus in this season? Looks pretty good for a win of Lexus here on this track. And Rotec tries now to jump on the podium here on this in the sprint race. And Rotec now in the outside in the Parabolica, and he overtook now Mano 2011 and Castrotroy. Went a bit wide there and is still in the hut. These two guys are still fighting for every millimeter. We see it here. Maybe the Honda a bit faster setup than the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution. Oh, and Castrotroy completely missed the braking point. Where did Castor moved? Oh, and he pushed Magic again to the outside. And Turismo Lici is still leading by 4.9 seconds. Can he bring that to the finish lane? Then Manu on position 4. Crazy John on position 5. Markola behind Crazy John on position 6. Now there is now a little gap. The question is, can rotec close the gap to Sabalu? But for the championship standing it looks pretty good for rotec. What was there? Markola now has an engine damage. We have to watch that in the replay. So what was there? I want to see again what happened there exactly. What happened there? Okay, that looked pretty strange. But yeah, Turismo Lici is still leading here. Sabalu on position 2. rotec on position 3. Let's see, it's 2.3 seconds behind Sabalu. Manu still on a very strong position 4. On position 5 we have Cobra. Crazy John on position 6 with a damage on his rear after that strange collision between him and Markola. Then we have Castor Troy on position 8, Splash on 9, I Need Money on 10, on 11, and Markola yeah, that's the same like I thought. I don't know why the GTR had that speed. Like, I don't know, it looked for me not even like a lag from Crazy John. Maybe it was a lag from Markola, I have no clue. And rotec has a 3-second penalty here, and he's only 1.9 in front of Manu. But Manu heavily under pressure from Cobra. And Cobra goes back again. There's no way to overtake this car here somewhere. The Ferrari is pretty fast here, but maybe here the Jaguar can overtake the Honda. Crazy John now on position 7 and AP Meister on position 6. So we have last round here, and Turismo Lici is still leading by 3.6 tenths of a second. And rotec now 3.5 seconds in front of Cobra, so Cobra has overtaken Manu 2011, so he is on position 5 now, and Cobra on 4. And that looks like Turismo Lici can bring the first victory this season for Lexus. We had to wait very long for that. Now only one corner more through the Parabolica. A bit drifting here through the last corner. And congratulations to Turismo Lici. Sabalu on position 2, on position 3. We have Rotec. On position 4 we have Cobra. On position 5 Manu. 6 AP Meister, Crazy John 7, Castro 8, 9 Splash, 10 Kid Stick, I Need Money on position 11, and Marcola still in the pits, but yeah, I don't see Strange. Yeah, but Splash looks like he's, yeah, like John, like I said, it looked very strange on the view. I looked about the replay I think 3 times, and yeah, it was not a brake check, of course. It looked more like a lag. But yeah, we have Kid Stick on position 11, I Need Money on position 12, and on 13 I think we have Mike. So yeah, we go back here to the live waiting, and we have this to discuss now fast if we make a new lobby or not. So stay with us for the main race. We try to start it as fast as possible, so we see us in a few minutes to the main race. So yeah, I'm back for a second. Yeah, we have currently a bit problems with one of our drivers that he's dropping out again and again. So I don't know, that we had almost no problems the last races, and now there's a bit trash going on maybe after the update. So we are starting now the race, hoping that everything works. Going to the transition here. So good luck to all drivers. Hopefully everybody stays in the lobby. So yeah, we are starting now with a standing start, of course, and then we have one formation lap, and then the formation lap start at the end. So let's look here through the field. We have now the fastest driver standing in front, AP Meister Makula Rotec. Yeah, and we have stuck at the start, grid bug again. JB Rabbit, the car with the number 10 is missing now, yeah. We have 15 from 16 drivers now that are in the lobby. I think more that many of these issues are or came back with the update. Pretty horrible today. Hopefully we can make it now. Let's do a transition now again. Let's see, hopefully we can start now. So hopefully it's working now. Let's jump to Magic. But now it looks that every driver could start. Ah, okay, your comment is before the start, yeah. There's much stuff going on here. I have to look, so sorry if I missed the comment from you directly. But yeah, we are now in the formation lap. So and now we have AP Meister with a very good super pole. So he won 3 points already. Then we have Rotec on position 2. He was on 3rd position in the sprint race. So he made for sure more points than his big title contender, Markula. But Markula now also on position 3. But he cannot use that much of the advantage of the GTR by standing start, because the start is flying after the formation lap. Then we have Cobra, his manufacturer made, I would say like that, also in the GTR from VP Gaming. Then we have Castor Troy. He was very long, very good in the sprint race, and then he missed the first corner completely. He forgot to brake, or I don't know. Then we have Kid Stick on position 6. On 7 we have Splash, Crazy John on position 8. On position 9 we have Sabalu, who made a very good second position in the sprint race. Then Magic, hopefully that he has no issues right now. Then Mano 2011 on position 11. On 12 we have Turismo Lici. Very good sprint race, he won it for Lexus. And I Need Money, the returner in the Porsche Cayman on position 13. So, but let's jump now. I cannot jump in the car now, I could. And let's watch it like that here. Or maybe like that we can watch the start. We see here the formation lap has to start before the Parabolica, and we see the Parabolica is coming right now. Last corner, Parabolica. And what happened there? What happens there on the rear? But anyway, the start will be free after here. And the race has started. And the advantage of the first position, he could take that directly. And let's look here, first corner. Marcola also very late braking, but he goes a bit wide here. But he stays to the inside. And again side by side, Rotec and Marcola, but with a better exit, Rotec. And we go back to the TV cam. Let's look through the field. We have Rotec on position 2 and on position 3 we have Marcola. They are fighting very close against each other. Let's look here. We have Crazy John and Splash, Kid Stick, Magic World. Looks like it's working now, and there is one crash here. I Need Money crashed here already. Turismo Lici on 10. There was something in the formation lap. But jump back to AP Master Rotec and Marcola and Cobra. They are still pretty close, slipstream racing here. But the Jaguar is completely set up for top speed from AP Meister. Let's see again here the slipstream. Maybe we see here an overtake from Rotec. Here comes the attack, side by side to the first chicane. And Rotec takes the lead here in this race. Very strong and clean overtake. And now AP Meister has to counter or defend against Marcola on position 3, and on position 4 we have Cobra. On position 5 we have Castor Troy in the Mitsubishi Evo. On position 6 we have Crazy John, 7 Splash, 8 Kid Stick, Magic World. On 9, 10 Turismo Lici, 11 Sabalu Manu, and I Need Money after the crash on position 13. The question is also, after the patch, how is the GTR to the tires? What has changed of the tire wear of the cars? Is the GTR still eating the front tires like hell? But here should it be a bit better than on other tracks? But we see all cars are set up here, set it for top speed. But we have still 21 laps of racing here between these guys. And Marco a bit better out of the corner and a bit faster on straight now, but the slipstream of the Jaguar is not enough because AP Meister is also in the slipstream of rotec. And something I want to say is we are partner with Fanatec and with MMOJ, so if you plan to buy a new wheel or you want to buy game cards or game keys, please check out in the description the links of our partners. And also we appreciate it very much if we get a little tip like Hypermarine did it before. So I would be very happy and very glad for a little donation for the EGT4M and to support my streaming here. And we have here AP Meister against Markula, but it was not enough. The Jaguar too fast on the straight, very hard to overtake, and rotec can escape a bit in the front. He's already 1.7 seconds in front, so a bit out of the slipstream. He's not giving the slipstream anymore to the Jaguar of AP Meister, so AP Meister lost the slipstream and now he has to defend without slipstream against the two GTRs behind him. But Markola with a 1 second penalty, but yeah, that's not that bad here now. But again, GTR comes very good out of this corner. Let's see. Yeah, AP Meister is closing the inside. Yeah, most probably Markola tries it now on the main straight. Let's jump here into the car of Cobra to see the fights of these two guys. But Cobra goes into the pit, so maybe he makes an undercut to overtake them in the pit when they are fighting. And now attack from Markola in the first corner. Maybe that's very important now to overtake AP Meister, to lose not too much time to rotec, who is flying on position 1 with a 53.792. And it looks like that Sabalu lost connection here. So AP Meister now on position 3. On position 1 we have rotec, Markola on position 2 now. Can AP Meister counter here? That's the question. Okay, not here now, but let's see. Castrotroy still in touch with the leading pack of 3. Crazy John here out of this chicane with a power slide. On position 5 with his Honda. On position 6 very strong as well in the Corvette C7 GT4. Splash DD, Kidstick on position 7. Then on position 8 we have Turismo Ligi. On position 9 we have Manu, who was on position 4 in the sprint race. Directly behind him, after his pit stop served, we have VP Cobra. Magic World on position 11 with a penalty of 1.2 seconds. Then we have I Need Money, and yeah, we have only 12 cars anymore in the race because Sabalu lost the connection already. Too bad. Now we have to look, can Markola get closer? But rotec and Markola and also AP Meister, Castrotroy, so the leading drivers are all in pit, also Crazy John. And now we see the differences of the strategies. All drivers now in the pits, and Cobra coming now on the main straight has overtaken in the Ferrari. And side by side here, the GTR and the Ferrari of Mano 2011. Casatroy now on position 7. Splash on 8, 9, Crazy John in fight now with Splash DD. Magic World on position 10, on 11 we have Kid Stick and I Need Money on position 12. And on position 1 again we have Turismo Lici. But I think not that long, because Rotec after his pit stop is already big in his rear mirrors. So maybe we see an overtake even before Turismo Lici is going into the pits. But Rotec took not that much fuel, or lesser fuel than, for example, this guy here. Let's see from him as well the fuel. Yeah, we see here a bit of a fuel differences. So and it looks like Turismo Lici has no fuel anymore. He's rolling into the pit, and Rotec is now back on position 1. Marcola on 2, but has to defend himself against AP Meister in the Jaguar. So the question is, was there now a contact or not? We checked that directly. No, it was only very late braking from Marcola. There was no contact between them. And AP Meister back on position 2. Very strong race from him as well. But it looks like that Marcola tries to counter here now. But that's the perfect situation now for Rotec on position 1, that the drivers directly behind him are fighting against each other and losing time, and he can drive away up front. He has already 5 seconds of a second time gap between him and these two fighting guys here. Then on position 4 we have the second GTR, VP Cobra. Then Manu in the Ferrari on position 5. Then we have Casatroy in the Mitsubishi Evo on position 6, Crazy John in the Honda on position 7, Splash in the Corvette on position 8, Magic World in the BMW on position 9, Kid Stick in the Porsche on 10 and 11. We have I Need Money, and Turismo Lici is still in the pits. Okay, I think that's the new lobby bug we have after the last update, that a car is stuck for somebody viewing in the pits, but he is driving, I think. So I asked Turismo Lici right now, so Turismo Lici is driving. That's simply the pit bug we have after the update. So no worry about him, that will fix itself after the next pit stop. Let's see if we see the overtake. Yeah, here side by side again into the first corner, but Marcola to the inside. He can defend himself against AP Meister and overtake him. And Rotec has here a 1.3 second penalty. But Marcola as well, and he's here very wide. And here again, maybe a lack of concentration. And AP Meister is again in front of him. Maybe that makes him a bit angry, but he has also to serve his penalty 7/10 of a second. On positions 4, also the other GTR has a penalty, 1.1 seconds. Manu has no penalty and comes closer to VP Cobra, but he will be in a few corners under pressure from Castor, or maybe even before the Parabolica he will be under pressure. Yeah, Castor goes to the inside and breaks to the inside and stays to the inside. And now sprint to the first corner. So we see no space between them. But we see how fast the Ferrari is here. But on the brakes the Mitsubishi very good, and he can stay in front of Manu. And Christian also not very far behind anymore after these two guys. And then we have the rest of the field like Magic Well, Kidstick and I Need Money. And Turismo Lici is still driving, but he's stuck in the pits after the pit bug. And we see here 6.2 seconds in front of the rest. We have Rotec, the McLaren, very good, very fast here. We have 1.53792 from Rotec here, as fast as lap till now here. Let's see the tire difference a bit. The lap time is very constant of Rotec. We see here 53.7. Then we had the pit stop 55.5, 54.2, 54.2. We have to look what for a lap he's driving now. But it looks like that Marcola has a bit problems here. Maybe the front tire is starting to hit. He can drive only 55.0, for example, 54.1. Rotec can drive in the McLaren. So he has absolutely everything under control here. So we have here a fight between Manu and Crazy John. But Manu can still stay in front of Crazy John. And now side by side, the Ferrari and the Honda, Italy against Japan. And what an overtake from Crazy John. Maybe we have to look at this overtake again. He was overtaking on the outside in a drift, I think. And yeah, very late on brake and then bit with a drift here into the corner here. And Manu is going very wide there. Oh, and almost losing the car there. And yeah, he has no fuel anymore. But he could reach the pits. Let's look up front there. And rotec already 7.2 seconds in front. And Markola now 4.8 seconds penalty to serve and 3.9 seconds from Cobra. Castor also 4.3. The drivers here up front have very much penalties here. 3.1 by Kid Stick. And 6.3 now by Markola. So maybe he has to serve his penalty now, not to get too much penalty here. Because he will get more and more now when he's not serving it. Castor is 3.9. Crazy John has no penalty, so maybe he can take advantage from that. So we have half time in the race, and I'm posting the driver of the day link into the stream chat. So the link is now in the stream, so vote for your driver of the day here for round 4 on Monza. Who's your driver of the day today? And rotec still in the lead, and he's driving like a machine here. Let's look at his lap times: 54.2, 54.2, 54.1, 54.2, 54.1. So completely domination here from him. And Castor on position 5 still, but all drivers here in front of Crazy John have a penalty and they have to serve it. So we have now pit stop from rotec, the leader of the race. AP Meister also in the pit. So in the current lead are both GTRs, Markola and Cobra. Then on position 3, Casa Troy. On 4 we have Crazy John. So and Crazy John also now with a 2-second penalty, but is directly behind Casa Joy. That will be again an attack. He wants to go very late out of the slipstream, but we see both cars maybe ghosting now. Oh, that's close. and Crazy John went into the gravel, so maybe it was a bit too optimistic. Let's watch that again. But I think personally that this was too optimistic to the on the outside. Yeah, that was too optimistic to stay on the outside, but Casatroy also left no space on the outside. And Marcola, the championship leader, is now in the pits, taking new tires, refuel the car. So, and Marcola back on track here, but still with 5.3 seconds, and directly in front of him is AP Meister now again, and 10 seconds in front of both is rotec. And Casatroy now with 4 seconds of a penalty. Cobra still with 4.3. Cobra has here a few leading laps as well, but I think now he has to go into the pits because the fuel tank looks pretty empty as well. This guy and our friend from Greece, Crazy John, as well. So yeah, they are serving now their penalties, I wanted to say, their pit stops. And rotec is already passed by them. So we have now on position 1, let's look through the field. We have on position 1 rotec 1984 in the McLaren with almost 10 seconds in front of AP Meister, the guy on pole position here for the main race. Then we have AP Meister on position 2, and yeah, these two guys are like every lap behind each other with 6.7 seconds of a penalty here, Bibi Marcola. Then Cobra, yeah, under 4 seconds now. But here behind, fight between Castor, Crazy John and Magic World. They are now Magic World on the inside. Now in fight with Crazy John. But Crazy John, I know that from myself, is one of the hardest to overtake drivers. Hardest driver to overtake. because he is a really gladiator on track, a Greek gladiator. So maybe, but now maybe he gets a penalty. Yeah, it looks like I was sure that he gets a penalty because he was a bit too much cutting in the entry of the first chicane. Then position 7 we have Magic World, but I'm pretty sure that this fight is not over here for position 6 and 5. Then we have Splash here, very strong again on position 8. Kidstick on 9, on 10 we have Manu, the guy on 4th position of the sprint race. Then Turismo Lici, the winner of the sprint race. Like I said, he had the pit bug after the last update. We have this annoying pit bug that the car is stuck in the pits, but the driver is still driving. But now it's fixed, like I said, on the next pit stop. And yeah, we have here Rotec now on position 1 still, and the leading gap is currently over 10 seconds. Then we have AP Meister in fight now with Markola again, side by side to the first corner. Marco still 5.3 seconds penalty, but the GTR is like a rocket out of this first corner. Let's look like that here. Here not very good corner from AP Meister, so maybe Markola can go to the inside, but no, he backs up. Oh, and he almost lost the car there. It was like the same like McMillan yesterday lost the car in the sprint race. That was very close. Look through the field again. So all drivers except of one, Sabalu, had a disconnect. The rest is still driving, and we have only 6 laps left after this one. We are in lap 18 to 19. So and still they are driving, and Markola has now overtaken the Parabolica. AP Meister, but AP Meister now back in the slipstream, and the Chugger will fly closer and closer. And now again side by side. They are fighting for position 2 here. AP Meister is backing up. But I think we will see them fighting more and more here. But now there's a little gap here between Markola and AP Meister, because AP Meister had a bit of a snap oversteer out of the corner. Fastest lap still in the race, a 53.792 from Rotec. In the first 3 laps he drove that. A very fast lap with the medium tires, but with almost empty fuel. Then VP Cobra, the second GTR here, still very strong on position 4. Then on position 5 still Casa Troy in front of Crazy John, but Crazy John comes closer and closer again in his Honda NSX Group 4. but Castor got now a 5-second penalty. What happened there? And now side by side braking to the Parabolica, and Crazy John stays on the outside. That's why I said that he's a gladiator, and he loses the car. And he lost the car there. Yeah, thank you, Nameless, for your €5 tip. We appreciate it very much, the donation for EGT4M. And now still over 11 seconds now the lead of rotec. On position 2 now we have Marcola. He is already 1.6 seconds in front of AP Meister. Cobra now on position 4. But still with a penalty. Casa Troy with a 4.8 seconds penalty on position 5. And Magic World without a penalty on position 6, so if he stays close to Casatroy, he can overtake him by the penalty he has to serve till. Splash in the Corvette on position 7, Kidstick on 8, on 9 we have Manu, on 10 we have Turismo Lici, and I Need Money on 11. So we have 2 disconnects till now, Sabalu and Crazy John. And rotec now also with a penalty, 1.3 seconds. Looks like the first chicane. And Marcola has only 2.9 seconds anymore. AP Master without any penalties that he has to serve. On position 4, Cobra still. And he has still 3.4 seconds penalty to serve. Then we have Casa Troy, Magic World, and directly behind him Splash, and Splash comes closer and closer. But I think that all drivers can now drive till the end. Looks like that. Let's look through the field. Yeah, it looks like that everyone can do it. He already served a bit of the penalty, only 0.7 tenths of a second till now. but almost 12 seconds. He is leading in front of Markula, and Markula already 2.4 seconds in front of AP Meister. So if there are no mistakes anymore, because I think that he will serve the penalty at the end of the race through the finish lane, so most probably. But yeah, but we will see with a little mistake or with another penalty, and you get a penalty here very fast, can look completely different. So Magic World now in front of Castro Troy on position 5, so, and he has still a penalty, so maybe he made a mistake there somewhere. Let's see if we can see that somewhere in the replay. No, here he is already behind Magic. The times are not that bad from Turismo Lici, but I don't know, maybe he made some mistakes between. But he is now on position 10, the winner of the sprint race, and he goes a bit wide there over the jumping curve. I think that's a penalty as well, or no, it's not. And not very far away from his next main race victory here. Only 2 laps more after this one. And it looks like that Markula slowly serves his penalty, because AP Meister could shove off a bit of the time he has to Markula, because it was over 2 seconds, I think 2.4, 2.5 seconds, and now it's 1.8, so looks like he served a bit of his penalty. But AP Meister still in touch with Markula. But he has also a 1.2 second penalty right now. And he is still driving like a machine. Look at the times, only 54s the last laps. So most probably he takes the lead after this race in the championship. So only one more time around this circuit. Magic World recovered very good here in the race. Here on 5th position now. Splash on position 6. Casatroy again dropped a bit at the end of the race. And Manu now under pressure from Kid Stick. now it rises out of the slipstream. But the Ferrari is too fast for the Porsche. And only 3 corners away from the victory here in Monza. And out of the Parabolica now. Congratulations to rotec. He is winning this race here by almost 15 seconds ahead of Markula. And Markula, congratulations to position 2. On 3 we have AP Meister. On position 4, very strong as well, the second GTR from VP Cobra. Congratulations as well. On position 5, congratulations as well. Magic World, very strong race from him as well. Splash TD in the Corvette on position 6. On position 7 we have Castor Troy. On position 8 we have not Kistic now, but what happened there? Looks like Turismo Lici lost the control of the car, and in the last corner Kidstick can overtake Manu, but Manu maybe can come back. No, but he backed up, and on position 8 we have Kidstick. And position 9 Manu. Because he has no fuel anymore. And Turismo Lici on 10. And I Need Money will drive over the finish lane in a few seconds as well. And then we have all drivers over the finish lane. And that's the result here. Congratulations again, rotec, from position 2, fastest lap. He had always everything under control here. And here we see it. rotec on position 1, on position 2, 15 seconds behind VP Markola. AP Meister in the Jugger on position 3, on position 4, Cobra on position 5, we have Magic World. Then 6 we have Splash, Castle Troy on 7, 8 Kit, Stick, 9 Manu, 10 Turismo Lici, 11 I Need Money. Disconnected we have Crazy John, and we have then also disconnected Sabalu. And the fastest lap in the McLaren 650S GT4 with a 1:53.792 we have rotec. So, and now we go in a short break and we look for fast podium interviews, and then we are back here. So, now we have two of the three first placed drivers, so the podium, except of Markula, I think he's already offline because it's so late. So we have here, I'm going to that, we have here in the party now the winner Rotec and the guy on position 3, AP Meister, and the winner of the Super Pro qualification. Yeah, we start with AP Meister. Yeah, congratulations to the Super Pro win. Was an amazing lap, fastest guy on track. And yeah, sprint race was so I would say, but then the main race was very good. You finished on the podium, so congratulations to that as well. You made very many points today. So what's your view from today's race? What's your opinion to round 4 for you?
Yeah, the Super Bowl. Yeah, I don't know where that came from. I was even in training. I was not that fast, so it was a perfect lap for me. Yeah, and the sprint race. Yeah, a little bit messy with all the cars around me. But yeah, it's difficult to overtake each other with the slipstream. And then the next straight, he overtake you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and the main race, yeah, it was a great fight with Marcola. And yeah, that's it. I'm happy to own V3.
Okay, so thank you for driving today, AP Meister, and congratulations again. You made very many points today for the championship. And yeah, Rotec, what should I say? You were the favorite for the Super Pro, but at the end, AP Meister was beating you on track for the fastest lap. And yeah, then in the sprint race, it took a bit of a time. You won it in German, ja. Ja.
Genau.
Du wurdest dann am Schluss geschlagen, noch von AP Meister abgefangen, sage ich jetzt einmal, am Ende in der Superpole. Trotzdem auch wirklich gute Leistung in der Qualifikation, auch ganz normal vor mit den mittleren Reifen schon eine 54,9 mit vollen Tank, das war auch schon wirklich sehr gut. Und ja, dann im Sprintrennen hat es ein bisschen gedauert, bis du vorgekommen bist. Aber am Ende dann war es doch noch ein 3. Platz. Mit ein bisschen Glück, vielleicht wäre es sogar noch ein 2. geworden, aber ja, hatte dann am Schluss noch hingehauen für den 3. Platz. Also beide Rennen Podium, dann im Hauptrennen dann von Platz 2 konntest du dich gleich in der ersten Kurve vorsetzen und hast dann eigentlich dominiert das Rennen von Runde 1 bis zur letzten Runde. So, was sind deine Eindrücke vom heutigen Rennen?
Ja gut, mein Glück war halt im Hauptrennen, dass der Marcola mit dem AP-Meister gekämpft hat. Und dadurch hatte ich natürlich dann, konnte ich nach und nach den Vorsprung vergrößern und ja, und konnte halt sozusagen mein Stint durchziehen, also meine Geschwindigkeit fahren, wie ich wollte, und hatte natürlich dann beim Boxenstopp halt nicht die Reifen gewechselt, was ich dann, wie gesagt, einen Vorteil fand. Habe dann meine 7 Runden dann noch abgespult und habe dann ab der 12., nach der 12., wie gesagt, dann nochmal voll Reifen gewechselt und dann, wie gesagt, weiter. Das war mich, ich konnte konstant, wie gesagt, 54, 6er Zeiten so fahren, irgendwie so mal plus minus. Ja, das hat mir halt zum Sieg, ne? Das halt AP mit Marcola hat gekämpft hatte.
Ja.
Und im Sprintrace, gut, hätte noch der zweite eventuell kommen, also Platz rausspringen können. Da hatte ich aber mit Castor irgendwie Probleme, irgendwie, der ist mir irgendwie in ein Auto leicht gerutscht irgendwie. Und dadurch war die Konzentration leicht weg und dann, ja, wie gesagt, dann war halt noch der 3. Platz natürlich auch gut. Wie im Qualifying, klar, da war die 53,9, war schon eine Top-Zeit mit den mittleren Reifen. Ich habe aber mit den Weichen noch gar nicht trainiert gehabt. Ich habe gar nicht gedacht, gut, sozusagen die eine Runde, das wird schon irgendwie. Hat aber dann noch nicht funktioniert. Ich habe irgendwie immer zu spät gebremst leicht, weil ich dachte, durch die weichen Reifen kannst du auch später bremsen, aber war halt dann nicht so der Fall. Und gut, 2. Platz ist alles in Ordnung, passt schon. Ja, war auf jeden Fall wieder ein schönes Rennen.
Ja, ich glaube, wenn ich das so wirklich, glaube ich, heute gesehen habe, weil Markula hatte ein bisschen Probleme da mit Crazy John, da hat es einen Unfall gegeben auf der
Ja,
Geraden.
weil
Ich weiß nicht, ob das Lag war oder was dann wirklich los war. Breakcheck war es definitiv keiner, weil erstens das weiß ich, dass Crazy John sowas nicht macht. Und
ich hab das
zweitens,
gelesen.
keine Ahnung, was da los war. Auf jeden Fall war Markulas Motor dann, er hat den Motorschaden davon getragen von dem Ganzen.
Mhm.
Aber wie gesagt, also das muss man sich noch anschauen, kann vielleicht Lag gewesen sein oder sonst irgendwas. Ja, aber auf jeden Fall ansonsten sauberes Rennen von dir. Ich glaube, das ist jetzt auch die Meisterschaftsführung. Glaube ich sogar, dass sich das ausgeht.
Oh, ja, genau, das stimmt, ja.
Aber ja, sage ich auch mal zu dir, danke fürs heute Fahren. Freue mich schon wieder in 2 Wochen auf den Nürburgring. Der wird sicher auch
Das stimmt, ja.
wieder abgehen. Ein bisschen mehr Downforce dann, nicht mehr so hohe Topgeschwindigkeit, ne, aber
Auf jeden Fall, genau.
da wird es auf jeden Fall auch wieder abgehen. Yeah, that was today's race. And yeah, thank you for turning in. Also thank you for the donation for our tippers, Nameless and Hi Marine today. Yeah, and that was it today. And yeah, in 2 weeks we have then the League B and also League A again on Tuesday and Thursday, then League A on Nürburgring GP. So with that word said, I say good night and we see us in 2 weeks.
Something's tearing me down, and I can't help but feel it's coming from you. She's a shotgun bride with the trigger cries. I just wonder what we've gotten ourselves into. In the trail of fire, I know we will be free again. In the end, we will be one. In a trail of fire, I'll burn before you bury me. Set your sights on the sun.